So we are live and straight away we begin with ABVC by Pharma Inc. up 222.83% in this pre-market session of the 1st of November 2021. We're yet to find out what is behind this huge rally the stock has run up now. Let's see, there's some news here. Okay, this is as at the 29th. Says ABVC Biopharma Inc. files for mixed shelf of up to $50 million. Could it be what is behind this rally? It's on the move easily here. Let's see whether we can find any news. If we can't find any news, then there might be some news elsewhere. It's just indicated it's up 220%. There might be some news elsewhere. Let's see whether we can find the news. Let's see what the news is. Okay, Seeking Alpha folks are saying. Okay, let's see what they're saying here. Let's see what that news is. Okay, they want us to subscribe before we find out what the news is. Okay, there might be other Benzinga. Let's see whether it has any news. Okay, at some point it actually gained, so it has lost of about 111%. So it says again it rose 333.9% to $11.02 in this pre-market session. S3 showed registration of $15 million, mixed securities share offering. Okay, there are other ones. Okay, BTT, okay, that's one we're covering. BTTX also rose 114.5% to 119.95. Okay, so we're indeed covering the two of them, ABVC and Mountain Crest acquisition. Oh well, as it concerns CEI, I don't think 10K. You mean $10,000? No, I won't scratch it at all. I would scratch. No, $10,000 will not dent it at all. So it's just right now it's has lost that in this pre-market session down 2.31%. It used to be one of the most popular stocks for some time, but in the last session it wasn't. But I think in the previous one it was still there. It's still a penny stock, optionable. See how you're gonna play it. Don't just buy the. Don't just buy the. You can always trade the options. They are quite affordable. You can straddle your bets. If you open up a position now, let's assume you buy the stock, you can always also sell, or you can also buy the puts to balance things out, because it's been fluctuating back and forth. Sometimes it gains, sometimes it loses, but in any case, that's just going to be more of a medium-term play. Just watch things and see how things are going to pan out. Right now we don't have any price target for CEI, but can it reach $2.4 anytime soon? Well, if it retraces sufficiently, yes, there's every chance it can pull back again. So let's just have a look at the daily model for the stock and see what's going on there. Okay, the 10K report. All right. Okay. Yes. Well, it depends obviously what is inside the 10K report. If it's positive, yes. So what do you know when the annual year, when they are ending for the year? Okay, right now we can see, yes, the stock actually reached 3.79 sometime in actually late October. Yes, sometime. Yeah, so that is the data that is inside here is still relevant, so it can influence a lot of things. So that was a very high resistance. Indeed, the stock can always extend up to $2.4, but that's a very high price target. And just like as you are alluding, the 10K, if market participants are impressed with what is in there, there's every chance that the stock can return and reach up to $2.4. $2.4 will be somewhere here. We have a position in CEI as well. So indeed, it can always reach there 2.4, but that's a very mighty one. But it's doable. It's possible. But right now, it's been bearish of late. But yeah, it's been bearish of late. But the underlying trend is still very much bullish. The short and intermediate moving averages, I think, they're all sloping downwards, just like the stock itself. So it ran up a huge popularity for some time, so things are just cooling off a bit on this daily model. It's definitely a stock to watch. Put some amount of money there, and like I indicated earlier on as well, just observe the options and see what can be obtained from there. Okay, let's look at ABVC. Okay, ABVC Biopharma up 211.02%. At some point it reached the gain was 333, so it has lost about 111% so far. So market participants are probably impressed by what they are seeing. It's indicating that it's offering some more shares or something like that. So next one is BTTX. Yes, if you just joined us, If you have any stock you want us to have a look at, just put it in therapeutics, up 56.99%. It was also up more than this. It was up about 114% or thereabouts. So sometime in this session, so it has lost some value as well, just like ABVC. Well, what's ABVC going to do at the open? ABVC. Well, there's every chance amongst the two things that, or maybe two or three things that can happen, is that it may pull back. It may pull back. You can see the stock at it reached this high and pull back. But well, at the same time as well, it may at the same time also continue to extend. It may resume its upward push. Just strictly going by the fact that it has been moving sideways, and all of its short and intermediate moving averages, they've all converged. Things are looking quiet, and the gains are still sustained. But what can we say? There's every chance it might, just pull down a bit. It might pull back a bit. We're looking at 218.9%, and short sellers might get involved. It may not just be those who are there already that may want to sell. A combination of those who are there and those who may short sellers who may see it. 222% for a stock. Any stock at all. This is what you should expect. You should expect the stock to retrace. That is, on the cautious side, that is what should happen. Does it have options? Is it optionable? Let's see. There's a likelihood it doesn't have options. Okay, it's not optionable. There are no options. So left to us, we'll say just be on the lookout. It might retrace, but if it extends further, that'll be good. But that'll be good if it extends further. But it has run up in a huge amount of extension in just one session. And I think let's find out what the float is. 24.471 million. That's the shares outstanding. The float will be even less than that. So before now, the underlying trend was a bearish one. Last 1 year, you can see the underlying trend was a bearish one, but it started to improve. As at early October, and the good thing is that it met some resistance at $2.72, pulled back again, and then also again met some resistance from the same 50-day moving average, pull back, but never fell below its 20-day moving average. Some may construe the fact that it has been moving back as indicating that the downward trend may still be on the cards, but at the same time, some may argue that at least it never fell below its 20-day moving average, which is a very important support, especially of late, since especially as at Wednesday the 27th, maybe an indication that okay, at least it's not going to bottom out. But at the same time, some might say we're seeing lower lows since that resistance as at the 15th of October. They may say yes, the downward trend is still in effect. So this is just what the near-term technical is indicating. Okay, somebody wants to find out what my take is on CEI again. So let's return to CEI and have a look at it again. Okay, CEI down 2.31%. Okay, well, somebody also indicated what could possibly happen if the 10K report comes out. Yes, I believe we are insisting that it has a potential to return up to $2.4, to move up to $2.4. It has a potential. Right now, it's just been quite bearish of late, but at the same time still very popular. The volumes are still very high, but also we're noticing a pattern now. Okay, this is just on the 1 minute live model. You can see it's a pattern that is can be worrisome, not trading within a very wide range, but this is just on the a few hours ago. This is what has happened a few hours, just moving sideways, but it has a potential to reach $2.4. That's what we can say for sure. That's all we can say. Would that happen? It has a potential to do that, optionable and all that. Yeah. But at the same time, see what you can make of the stock. If you buy the stock, also buy the puts. They are quite affordable, and mix things up so that at least I know it's something may not really ultimately may not actually make any money if you buy the stock and also buy the puts. You're just balancing things out, but as always, to make money in the markets, it's amongst other things, it's sometimes it's your ability to cut back on your losses. So okay, let's look at CLOV. Okay, Clover is up 0.53 right now in this live market, this live pre-market session. Let's look at the daily model. Okay, let's look at it from here. CLOV. Okay, Clover Health Investment Corp. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so based on what we can see now, based on this daily model, we can see the stock, okay, closed above its previous session, closed higher. The underlying trend is still a bearish one, and I think let's see what the short interests is like. Okay, it's what is certain is that it's going to take about 1.3 days to cover the short interest. So the current short is at 29.16 million. And do we have the float? Let's see what the float is. This is the shares outstanding is 253.097 million. So at least there is some short volumes there, indicating that there is some skepticism towards the stock. That's good. But the underlying trend is not so wonderful. So if you combine that, it's just good to see some short volume, some short interest. But even though it's not a huge amount, I think it's about, let's see. Okay, it's about, let's put it at maybe 12 or 10% of what is floated, or rather what is outstanding. Yes, it's good. Okay, so can I give you a price target? Okay, let's see this. Let's see what we can use from here. Let's use a price of 7.79 to this price of 7.61, 7.79. Let's see, 7.79 minus 7.69 is 0.1. Multiply this by 2.618. 618 will give you 0.2618 plus the closing price of Clove right now, or the current price is 7.54 plus 7.54 points. Okay, we have just determined the price target of 7.81. Let's see where 7.81 is. Just slightly around where it is right now, because this is just based on the fact that based on the closing prices of late, it's going all the way back to September, the stock has not been really volatile. Maybe on the intraday, yes, it may have been. Let's look at the intraday. Let's look at the last five trading sessions, and we can see whether we can revise this price target of 7.81. You can see that. You can see what's going on. The last five trading sessions has not really exceeded that hasn't even reached that 7.81. But this is based on 5-minute intervals. Okay, let's look at the last three trading sessions. Has it reached 7.81? Has it reached 7.642? So I think what this just indicates is that we used a good price difference. We used a good price range to determine this price target. Yeah, okay, yes, we can so far say that the resistance so far, at least of late, has been 7.643. Can it exceed it? It's possible. Yes, it's possible at some point. It's one of the it's a meme stock, and I know some market participants don't want to touch any meme stock with even with a barge pole, but it's possible it can get to 7.81. I mean, this is what it has been doing of late, and we're just using that. There could be other catalysts that will drive the stock beyond that, but what are they? We don't exactly know what those catalysts could be. If we return to the 1-year model, 52-week model, we can see the sort of things that have happened with the stock and the sort of range it has reached. You can see at some point it obviously was a huge spike sometime in June, but that was a very high resistance up there, and we have seen that as of late, sometime in September, it reached 10.81. so never say never. I know that it looks a bit far-fetched, but it could just suddenly come one day, maybe when the short volumes increase. But right now, I think there's an indication it has reduced by about 8%. So we're going to keep it at 7.81 as the price target for Clover for now. So it's up 0.5% in this pre-market session. Okay, to make money today, I would look at ABVC, and okay, unfortunately, it's not optionable, so not so wonderful. I'll just watch it and see what's going to happen. Whether market, when the market opens, whether they are going to start selling it or not. We can't exactly get all the volumes right now to see what's going on. Obviously, yes, some heavy volumes must have gone into the stock, but just have an idea that the stock has actually lost about 110%, 111%. So there's every chance that can happen. There's every chance it may continue to retrace again. So I'll just be careful watching it. But as it concerns to CEI, yeah, it has also been dull as well. Not trading, not that volatile. Not the two of them, they're not exactly the best of stocks to probably guess what's going to happen. You know, well, ABVC is getting has added some value now. So well, let's see. The market is opening in about a few minutes. I would say just because of the fact that this has run up a huge gain, ABVC, I would say I'll just watch it and see. You know, if it pulls back, I'll be watching the 1 minute model. I'll be watching it. If it pulls back to a comfortable level, I might get involved. You know, if I were to be trading it. So right now it's trading where its volume weighted average price is. It's also an important indicator. You know, there's a price that is takes into account what the volume is indicating. So right now it's there. If it pulls back below it, I might say yes. You know, things are it's easy enough right now. It's easy enough, and it may be an opportunity to maybe watch things and see if I can get involved. But also we are seeing that all the moving averages and this volume weighted average price, they're all moving together. But right now the stock itself has deviated. It's now trading below them slightly. Now we can see that is what's going on there. It's deviating from them, just cooling off slightly, but at the same time there's every chance that it may still continue to trade sideways. So I can't exactly say for sure what's going to happen. No, I can't. Okay, well, can I suggest a buy point? Okay, let's see. Going by what has happened, I would say if it retraces down to maybe 7.413, it is from here that it's moved up decently and continue to move sideways. If it retraces down to 7.413, I might get involved. You know, but at the same time, momentum is not there at the moment. It's not so wonderful, and this fast line is still trading at a discount to its slow lines. So I can also okay. So I'm looking at LVRA, LVRA. I have a position there. So that's what I'm looking at to see if anything's gonna happen. I'm not watching. I'm just covering all these other ones. But where I have money today is Lever Holdings Corp. I'm optimistic. This is a SPAC stock. They haven't completed any merger, but there is speculation that they are looking to finalize one, or they are talking to, is it Lamborghini or something like that? Yeah, I think so. So to take the company public. So of late the warrants were on the move slightly, but right now nothing is going on for the stock. So the warrant is okay. It's up 16.67%. Is that an indication of something that could happen? Possibly, but I think market participants will want to see some positive news, some news concerning any merger, any move, any positive any move in the positive direction. We also have a position there. We have a position in the warrants as well. So these the warrants and the stock itself. That's what I'm watching for today, and hope that something can come out of them. So. So let's quickly go ahead and return to ABVC and see what's going on there. up 218.9%. Momentum is still it's indicating the stock is totally oversold, but the RSI is also indicating some strength, but not so wonderful. Okay, let's look at BTTX. BTTX up 56.99%. Right now, momentum is strong. Totally overbought at the moment, completely overbought. RSI is indicating some strength. The stock itself was up about 114%, so it has lost more than 50% as well. It suddenly spiked. You would expect that a retracement would occur, and it has occurred. Right now, it has it's just slightly above its 20-day moving average, but still below its 50-day moving average. Let's look at the daily model for the stock and see what's going on there, and also see if it's also optionable. Okay, yes, it's a spark stock. That is why, amongst other things, there was no activity for some time, and then suddenly it began to suddenly changed. It was handed over to this company, Better Therapeutics, and then we saw the spike and the retracements that have occurred. So let's see whether it is optionable. Well, I have no idea. I have no data in that regard as it concerns volume spikes and all that stuff. But I know, yeah, normally you would expect that huge volume. I mean, volume will instantly increase because. So we have been having some interruptions. Okay, let's look at LCID. Lucid. So as a matter of fact, this Lucid is being compared to this LVRA. LVRA is I think it's a spark stock, and they're trying to. I think there's Lamborghini or something like that. They're trying to come up with an EV model or something like that. So obviously, Lucid is makes high-end EV cars, and obviously Lamborghini is super high-end. So okay, right now Lucid LCID is down, up 5.49%. Momentum is improving. RSI is also indicating that is strength fairly okay right now. Let's look at the daily model for the stock and see what's going on there. Okay, yes, on the daily model, strongly bullish. The stock is strongly bullish, very, very bullish. Okay, let's look at MVST, Microvast. These are all EV stocks. EV or renewable stocks. So right now on this daily model as well, the stock is also strongly bullish as well. On this daily model, let's look at what's going on live for the stock. It's up 8.87%. Momentum is has waned somewhat. RSI is indicating some strength there. So the gain is 8.87%. Is it optionable? Let's have a look. It is optionable, yes. Microvast. So let's look at BITF. Bitfarms up 3.91%. Momentum is totally sold out at the moment, but RSI is also not wonderful either. On the 1 minute live model, let's look at the daily model and see what's going on there. It's up, okay. The underlying trend is a bullish one for the stock. You can see since February the stock has been on an upward trajectory based on what the underlying trend is indicating. I think based on the daily model, it's indicating a good buying opportunity because it's just below all of its moving averages right now as things stand, as it closed in based on where it closed on the 29th of October. It looks like a good buying opportunity in the short term. Currently trading below all of its moving averages apart from the 200-day moving average, but it has added about 3.91%. Maybe things, but it's still, the opportunity is still there. It's a nice setup now. So let's look at CEI. All right, thanks Solin for tuning in. Thank you very much. Okay, CEI has gained some value now. Okay, BTTX. Yes, okay, and I get what you mean. You can see this is the volume weighted average price. It's at 16.97, and the stock itself is at 14.70. It's an indication that based on what the volumes are right now, this is where it's supposed to be trading. It's supposed to be trading higher, but right now it's trading lower, amongst other things. I see what you mean, and momentum is also strong. Volumes are also increasing. It has retraced. Yeah, there's an opportunity there as it concerns BTTX. But it's I see that, and also right now he has also started to extend without very much volatility. So it's a gradual upward extension, riding along its all of its moving averages. This is also where it got support from where the 200-day moving average is, and it's been extending quietly and modestly, not with the huge spikes we saw earlier on. So yeah, there might be something there. It did, yes. Oh, only 1 million float. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, that's what people are going to look at BTTX. For a lot of folks, retail folks, it's a redemption. It can convince them. It could be a catalyst. We don't have the. Let's see here, BTTX. Yes, 1 million float. Let's see. Okay, 7.558 million shares outstanding. So, and the float is 1 million, as Solomon indicated. Yes, that can definitely convince people to. I mean, because a 1 million float. Wow, we're looking at some volatility, because there always be the case of supply issues, and just like you indicated, once they chime in, once the retail investors chime in, it will move. And it's one of the most popular stocks. It's for today, it's one of the most active. So I think this is a better one to watch than ABVC. It might be a better one to watch than ABVC. It might be. Oh, yes, 580,000 already in volumes. Let's see. We may not be able to get that on here. Okay. I think this 584 might be the volume for the previous session, I think. But even at that, okay, we might be able to see the volume somewhere else. Let's see. Let's see whether we can find the volumes in this pre-market session. Okay, volume is at 131,043. So that's what we have so far as it concerns stock. I don't know if this is correct, but it's different from what we have earlier on. It's different from the 584,000, 583,000. I think it's the volume for the previous session. Let's see whether we can pick it up from a NASDAQ. Yes, let's see here. Yeah, you're welcome. Pre-markets and see. Pre-market live, no data is currently not available. Let's see whether we can get any data from here. Okay, well, see what we're seeing here. You may be right. Nasdaq is saying pre-market volume is 1.68 million. Yes, you may be right. 1.68 million pre-market volume. Yes. Pre-market high, it did reach $25. Yes, that's at 4 a.m. Pre-market low is 11.99. So see some of the pre-market trades. People are picking up small volumes here. You can see that. See more trades. Yeah, the volumes are actually bigger than what we thought. Okay, let's leave it here for BTTX. Last 100 trades. Okay, so far the volumes don't look so heavy. Maybe let's return and see what's going on live for the stock itself. So it's up 53.12%. Okay, so now it has retraced slightly but got support and has continued to move sideways again. Momentum dropped off completely, but the RSI, okay, our RSI is equally weak as well. So we have about 10 minutes before the market opens. 9 minutes and a few seconds. Let's update ourselves with ABVC. Okay, still trading sideways. Gain is still 222.83%. It has lost about 111% from this in this pre-market session. LCID. Up 5.92%. Broke through its 50-day moving average on this 1-minute live session, and it's also trading at a discount to its volume weighted average price. The volume weighted average price is indicating the price of 39.53. The stock itself is indicating a price of 39.17. Momentum is strongly bullish. RSI is also improving. It's quite strong, at least above 50 at 54.81. Let's look at microvast MVST. The gain is now 10.52%. It has broken through its 10-day moving average. It was getting support from the 20-day moving average. Momentum is indicating the stock is overbought right now on this 1-minute live model. The strength is also improving. It's at 65.60. That's the RSI. Let's look at BITF, Bitfarms. Okay, the gain is 4%. The underlying trend is a bullish one. I think technically BITF is a buy, but would it make money? Would how much money can one make today from Bitfarms? Well, I can't really say. Okay, we can always try and determine a price target for BITF. Bitfarms. Let's see where the Nasdaq, sorry, the S&P futures is right now. let's see, let's refresh this. Okay, it's coming up. So S&P is, the S&P futures is 46.15, 56.15. That's where it's at right now. It has lost some value. So one popular commentator is saying that the inflation that we are going to face, the S&P is going to be a good hedge, because market participants, investors don't care. They're not going to take their money off stocks because of inflation. They're still going to continue to buy them. So as such, the S&P might be a hedge, according to him. That's Bob Kendall of the Kendall Report. So let's look at ABVC again. Okay, it's gaining ground now, added some 8%, added some 9%, I think, but still very much on a sideways movement. The market is opening about 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's see how things are going to pan out when the market opens. Let's return to BTTX again. Okay, the gain is, it has lost some gain. It's dropping off currently. It's totally oversold at the moment. There's some weakness now in the RSI. Lost of about 7%. So let's see what. Let's refresh this on Nasdaq. Okay, these are somewhat late. They're not so fresh. They're behind by up to 15 minutes. So you can't rely heavily on them. I think what is certain is that retail investors are getting involved. You can see the volumes 250, 25. These are the volumes from definitely retail investors. 149, definitely retail investors are here on BTTX. They are here. So Solemn, BTTX has retail investors around and circling. But would they make an impact? Would they put more money? So we have about 2 minutes and 30 seconds before the market opens. So let's see whether we can find other stocks that are promising for this session. Yeah, fingers crossed things can change for BTTX, because right now it's trading below all of its moving averages, but yeah, it's getting some resistance from the 10-day moving average. So we have 2 minutes and some fraction, or rather a minute and some fraction. Okay, NXTP, that's another one, another active stock. Is it down or up? NXTP. Okay, it's down 35.05%. Something happened there. It could also be a buying opportunity as well, but okay, another USWS. Okay, USWS penny stock up 11.16%. Let's see, is it optionable? Let's see whether it's optionable. Okay, it's not optionable. USWS. So the market is opening very soon. So let's uncheck these boxes. So we have about 16 seconds before the market opens. US Wells up 11.16. BBIG, OCGN, they are some of the active stocks right now. Okay, you can see the market is open. Okay, let's return to BTTX. Okay, it has lost some value, 41. $38. Yes, that's what we're looking at right now. It consolidated 42, 40. Okay, let's even get the volumes. Okay, 1.889 million is the volume so far. What is absolutely certain is that it's going to be a heavy session for the stock, whether it ends up higher or not. It's still at a discount to its volume weighted average price, but if it continues that way, that volume weighted average price will also pull back to reflect what the price is indicating. So it's losing some value, but momentum is still strong. RSI very strong. Its strength is even there. It's a better picture. It's, you know. Okay, let's look at ABVC and see what's going on there. Okay, trading halted. Okay, it's ABC Pharma Inc. up to 291.34%. So it has added about 70% so far in this main session. So maybe that's where the eyes people are pivoting there. They're probably trying to pivot towards ABVC. Let's use Nasdaq and see.